Hi guys, Aaron Live Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me on another Sunday Free Night Triple Deck reading. Okay, just before we get started, don't forget about the bonus videos that I've been putting up. If you haven't seen them, they're on YouTube and TikTok. Just some added content for you guys on the magic side of things. Okay, so this week we have cards, candles, or cauldron. What do you prefer? What interests you more? What strikes a chord with you? Choose your pile. Here's your time steps. Let's get into the reading. Hi guys, Aaron Live Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, before we get started, please don't forget about the bonus content I've been putting up. Give it a go, give it a watch, see if it's interesting, if you like it, if it's relaxing, or your taste, both on YouTube and on TikTok. Okay, so if you chose cards, this is your reading. Now, your overall card is balance card and it's upside down. So straight away, I'm feeling, that says that there's out of balance, something's not working, some changes need to be made. This could be in situations around you, for sure, but it's more likely talking about a part of you that needs to change. So this could be anything from going on a diet, quitting smoking, being more positive, trying to stop swearing, but there is something there for you to look at, to work on, because you probably already know what it is because you're already thinking about it, or you're going to be thinking about it soon. So there are some changes to make, but there's more like these whole readings are just a glimpse to give you something to get through the week. If you want a full reading, you can contact me, but the changes that we're talking about, it's nothing major, it's just on the smaller scale, but it will bring you happiness. Okay, now the next card over is the Spirit Energy card, and that's talking about a lot of support around you, a lot of love, and like basically you're in a situation where if you really need a hand, there are people around that will help you and support you. And although we don't always see it or don't always feel that that's the case, when it comes to you and these changes that you're going to make and life in general, there is love and support around you. Okay, and part of us goes, look, I know if I was to ask, hey, can you watch my dog next weekend, this person would be like, yeah, totally, not a problem, but I don't want to ask. Well, that's something about you that you may need to change. If you need help, ask for it. Just reach out. There's always somebody there. The less you do that when you need help, the more you get into your head that there's nobody there to help me and I'm all alone and it's a big bad world, and it's not always the case. Okay, the next card over is the Spiritual Path card. So this is what I'm saying. There are changes that you need to make that are going to get you on the path, or on your path to peace and happiness. Okay, so the Spiritual Path card is a very good card to say that you're on the right, like I said, on the right path. But this isn't just like you're in the right job, or you're in the right career, or you're in the right house. This is you're on the right path regardless of what it is that is going to make you happy. So a lot of people are very career orientated, and health and love and all of that is secondary. Sorry, my roommate just got home. And so they're driven by career. And this is saying that you're on the right path that is going to bring you happiness. Again, a lot of people don't care what job they have as long as they've got the right partner and they're surrounded by love and happiness. Regardless of what it is that drives you and where you want to go, this is the card that's saying that you are going to get there. Okay, the next card over is the Separation card, and it's upside down. So what's good about the Separation card being upside down is that it does say that there's nothing big and bad that's going to that you're not about to lose anything. There's this overwhelming feeling that something bad's going to happen, or something, you're going to lose something, or if you make this change, that person's not going to like it and never going to talk to you again, or bullshit. And if that is the case, just FYI, if you're changing who you are for your own happiness and somebody else doesn't like that, as long as you're not hurting them, then that's on them. You know, a lot of people are used by friends, family, work, and when they finally step up and go, no, I'm not going to do this anymore, people around them get cranky because they can't use you anymore. And so they get angry and, you know, well, I'm not talking to you anymore. If that's the case, wave bye-bye, because they're not the right people for you to have in your life. Okay, now the next card over is the Sadness card and Heartbreak card. Again, upside down. Another really good sign for you that things are going going to go the right way for you. So again, the sadness and heartbreak card upside down is the opposite. It is the heart coming back together, your heart healing, your emotions feeling stronger, and you being more confident and feeling, I've got this. And we have that feeling from time to time, but overall, that's what we need to strive for. That feeling, I've got this. And 9 out of 10 people that don't believe that, oh no, it's so much shit. The fact is that you have got this. Think of everything that you've gone through in the past, all the trials and tribulations and all the pain and the struggle, and it's all paid off. You might not be in the perfect situation, but you're in a better situation. Like, I don't feel like anybody watching right now is at the worst point in their life. And if that is the case, well, congratulations, your life's about to get so much better. So appreciate all the good that comes into it, and just remember that you've been through worse than this, and you've made it this far. You've got this, and that's what you've got to remember. Okay, the next card over is the negative energy card. So the negative energy card is a card that I've put in here for one-on-one readings to pick up if there's any bad spirits or negative energy or psychic attack or anything like that around you. Okay, in the context of for a general reading like this, the negativity card is, yeah, there might be a little bit of negativity in you that I feel is going to fall away, that you are going to push through that. But I do feel like that there are negative people or a negative situation around you that is trying to kind of reach out and not let you go, because they want to use you. It's nothing good. They might be tempting you with, it might be your job. Oh, we'll give you a little bit more money. It might be a partner. Oh no, I really do love you. It could be anything around you, but you're going to know what I'm talking about. You'll likely know what I'm talking about. But it's like the more you try to get away, the more it pulls you in. Okay, that is something that you need to continuously fight, because once you get rid of it, your life's going to turn around. It might not miraculously, bang, you win become a millionaire, but you're going to be feeling a lot better, a lot more positive in your life. Okay, so really fight that. The last card here is the connection card, and it is upside down. So that is a little bit sad, because the connection is how we feel connected to people, and we feel connected to work, and we're meant to do this and we're meant to do that. It's upside down, and that's totally fine. So many people feel disconnected, especially in today's day and age with so much technology and everything like that. We have more connection with our electronic devices than we do with the actual people around us. So look, I am going to say that that isn't going to be long lasting, but it is something where you need to strive to feel connected again. And by doing what you're doing now and facing these obstacles and passing through, you're going to build that confidence, and you are going to start feeling connected to people. If you can't connect over anything else, then connect over the fact that everybody feels disconnected. Everybody just has a different way of showing it. Okay, we all have something in common. There's something there. We're all born. We're all going to die one day. There's always something in common there. But I'm just letting you know that you are going to start feeling connected again to the people around you, and the more you get on the path you're meant to be on, the more you're going to be like, this is it, I got it. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you know how to contact me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does help me out. It takes 2 seconds, and of course it's free of charge, but just a little way of giving back. So thanks, guys, take care. Hi guys, Aaron Green, the Green Psychic. If you chose candles, this is your reading. Just before we get into it, please don't forget about the bonus content that I've been putting up on YouTube and TikTok. The full videos are on YouTube, and I've clipped it down a little bit for TikTok. Please support the channel, please support me by going and liking and commenting and subscribing, because it really does help out. It costs nothing, and it takes 2 seconds. Okay, so your card for your overall reading tonight is the Younger Woman card, and it's upside down. So this is a freedom card, and the fact that it's upside down, it's like there's a lot of pressure on you right now. I feel like you're being pulled in different directions, and there's one thing that needs your attention, then another, then another, then another. And on top of that, when we feel that way, we also start putting pressure on ourselves. Oh, I obviously am doing something right, or I'm not working hard enough because all of this stuff is happening, when in actual fact you're working harder than ever before. Okay, try not to get overwhelmed, because this is something that we find ourselves in a lot of the time. Like, a lot of people do, most people do, It is part of life, unfortunately. So in order to cope with these things, choose one thing, prioritize, and just work on one thing at a time. Things are going to pop up, great, prioritize. If it's to do with bills and all that, remember, look, these are all just numbers on a spreadsheet in somebody's computer. Contact them and say, give me 2 more weeks, I need to concentrate on this first. Communicate, okay? If it's people around you wanting your attention, which is more likely the case, then you need to prioritize what you're doing, where you're going. You need to save energy for yourself, otherwise you've got nothing and you're just going to crash and hit rock bottom and just be like, fuck it all, okay? The first card out is the Children card, and it's upside down. Now, this is a card of innocence, and because I've just finished talking about, you know, people coming at you and you giving too much energy away, I feel like this is saying that you're guilty. That's what the card is basically saying, but it's kind of like you're your own worst enemy. It feels like you're overdoing for other people, and it could be for work, or you're really overdoing it in the relationship. As far as you're doing more, you're giving out more energy than is coming in. So it's very much like your bank account. If you spend more money than you have in your bank account, or that's coming into your bank account, you end up in debt, and more debt, okay? When we're talking about energy, with friends and family and all of that, the debt that we're talking about is lack of energy and feeling completely flat, and I can't do this, and going through depression and all of that, okay? So the more time you spend giving out this energy to people and not getting anything in return, the more you're going to feel like that. So knowing that, you need to start making some changes to your life, and you need to start going, look, I'm sorry, I can't help this week, I need to do this. Or, you know, take some time for yourself. Take those steps to make sure you're getting that, conserving as much energy as possible. Now, if you've got friends and family and work and situations around you that are just sucking energy out of you and giving you nothing in return, it's time to put your hand up and go, no. Because why should you? Every relationship in life, friendship, family, work, everything's supposed to be 50-50. If you're not getting something in return, and I don't mean material, money, or whatever, but I'm talking about if you're not getting emotional support or energy back where people genuinely care and are there for you out of your relationship, if it's not 50-50, then get rid of those relationships, okay? And I feel like I'm saying stuff that you already know, and you know you need to make some hard choices, but you keep putting it off. That's where the guilt of this card is coming in. Okay, now the next card is the overseas travel card. So it is saying that there are going to be big changes around you, and I feel like this is exactly what we're talking about. You are going to have to make those big changes, but you're ready to do it. Whether you believe it or not, you're ready to it. The time is now. Make those changes, put those walls up, push people away that are bad for you, get out of bad circumstances. You need to do that hard work, okay? Now, if you are actually planning on travel at the moment, a holiday, a getaway, go for it. Go with God. It's kind of, you need to take it, it's saying that if you have the opportunity now, if you're already planning on a holiday, take it, because it's going to be a time where you rest and reflect and come to the conclusion that, yeah, I need to make some serious changes, because this is just stupid. So there is that. I've got the question and pathway card here, which is just a bit of reflection. Like I said, working out what you need to keep in your life, what you need to get rid of, who you need to get rid of. Do you need to change circumstances at work? Do you need to change jobs? Do you need to change locations of where you live in? Do you need to get rid of one thing so you can get another? These are all the questions that are brewing around you at the moment, and you need to really start considering them, because you need to start working out what is going to bring you peace and happiness and financial success and all of that stuff, not worrying about every Tom, Dick and Harry around you, okay? So this is me politely giving you a kick up the ass that you need to come first in your own life. It's your life. You need to be the star of it, okay? Next card over is the love and romance card. It's upside down. If you're single, this is not a time to be thinking about romance. You've got too much on your plate already. And just in general, it's not... You've got to take emotion out of these decisions. You know, it's very hard for us to cut out, you know, break up with somebody that we've been dating for 10 years. If you're not in love with that person, regardless of how they feel about you, if you're not in love with that person, then you need to go and find happiness. So a lot of times we get stuck because it's like, well, they didn't do anything wrong and they're a good person. I do, you know, we have had good... No, You need to make that cut. It's fair to you, and it'll be fair to them in the long run, because I feel like that there will be a lot of conflict in your relationship, in relationships like that, especially when the other person genuinely is in love with you. Like, if you do love them, you need to set them free and let them find somebody that is going to return that love for them. Same as friends and family and all of this stuff. You've got to take emotion out of it and look at it logically. This person causes me nothing but pain. I need to stop allowing them to hurt me, because that, again, the guilt card, we're at the point now where you're allowing this to happen to yourself. So if you don't make those changes, nobody else is going to make the changes for you. Okay, the next card is the older woman card, which is a reflection card. Sorry, I'm flicking between the cards and the timer to make sure that I've got plenty of time. So the reflection, the older woman is a reflection card, which is everything that we're talking about right now. You need to actually look around and see. Be honest. This is a mirror image of you. So you can't lie to the mirror. That is you. You can't lie to yourself. I mean, you can, but this is saying don't lie to yourself. See reality and make those changes. It's time to stand up and be harsh and go, look, I can see how I got here, but I'm not the same person I was back then. Like, you could be in a relationship where you really didn't give a shit about life, and you didn't want anything out of life, and you just hooked up with somebody. Now you're at a stage where I want a career, or I want a house, or I want this or that, and you outgrow people, you outgrow situations, and that's where you need to have a cold hard look around and work out what you want and what you want to get rid of. The last card is the Older Man card, which is a perfect card to sum up the rest of your reading. The Older Man card symbolizes, if you can see, there's a little bit of a hole there. Somebody that has hit rock bottom has crawled out of that hole and is like, I'm never going back there. I've learnt my lessons, and I'm going to storm off and take the bull by the horns. And that's what this card is saying for you guys. If you do this hard work, you are going to be in a stronger, happier, more confident place, where you're not going to repeat the same mistakes and allow all of this crap again. So you've got to look at this as clearing and cleansing the air, and clearing and cleansing your life. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or via any of the socials. Really hope that helped. Don't forget the bonus content, and until next week, blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again for another Sunday night free triple deck reading. Just before we get started, if you haven't checked out the bonus content that I've been posting on YouTube and TikTok throughout the week, please don't hesitate to go and have a look. Might not be a cup of tea, but check it out just in case, because it might be a little bit relaxing, something to take your mind off things. So yeah, while you're there, please like, comment, subscribe on all the socials. It really does help me out. It takes 2 seconds and it costs you nothing. It's just a way of saying thank you and giving back, which is what life is about, 50-50. You should see the last video. Okay, so the overall card for you guys is the marriage card, partnership. Now, normally when I get this card, I'm like, okay, something good is coming for you. There's partnership, but I feel like this is really saying partnership is the issue this week. I feel like that there's a lot of stress around somebody that you're close to, whether it be the person you're dating, it could be your best friend, it could be work, but there's issue, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's worry, there's and you feel like something's coming. Now, the first card out is actually a really good card for you in this case, because it is the Summer card. So yeah, that is like saying chill out, relax. It's not the energy that you're feeling. There might be some underlying issues there, but at the moment everything's hunky-dory. So don't build it up into your head that there's a fight coming, or something drastic is about to happen, or there's going to be separation or whatever, because it is kind of like just chill out and go with the flow. It's actually not just go with the flow, it's actually saying relax, because breathe, because it's not a big issue. I've got the pregnancy card here and it's upside down. So the pregnancy card is saying, is normally a positive card. I'm actually feeling that I'm being drawn to the negative for you guys. Just hear me out. The pregnancy card is a card of something coming. exactly what I just said. There's something coming. In this case, instead of a baby, you're feeling like it's going to be a fight or something really bad. Okay, this is upside down. Again, it is saying that there's nothing bad coming for you. Like, look, this is only a snapshot. We're only talking small because, you know, it's only supposed to be for the next couple of weeks, the next week ahead. If you want a full reading, contact me at the greenpsyche@gmail.com. But yeah, no, this pregnancy card is definitely saying that there's nothing coming, there's nothing that's brewing that's going to blow up in your face. Now, the next card over is the health and healing card, and it's upside down. So this isn't the opposite, or the reverse side of the health card isn't actually ill health. It actually is purification. It's cleansing. It's getting rid of a lot of crap, and that's exactly what you need to do. I feel like, look, sometimes when we're in a bad part of our life, we get stuck in a bad headspace and we generate thoughts that aren't really realistic, but they feel really realistic at the time. I feel like that you need a little bit of space. The closer we focus on something, the harder we focus on something, the more it becomes everything. It's kind of like we become obsessed with it. And so anything to do with it, we feel that really strongly because we're so invested in it, obsessed. Like, I'm trying to steer clear of really nasty words. So look, this is, you need to take a step back, you need to clear it, you need to get rid of it, as in all those feelings and emotions. So yeah, take a break. If you can go on holiday, but take a break as far as, you know, don't do it tomorrow. Whatever you're focused on, try and find something else to focus on in the meantime, just to give yourself a little bit of clarity. You can go back to that. It might just mean that you see things a little bit differently, or it might reaffirm that what you've been thinking and how you've been feeling is accurate. Either way, you need to take that step back to see with clear new eyes. The next card over is the sex card, and it's upside down. So the sex card is desire, it's passion, it's all these things, and it's upside down. So I do feel like that even though you're worried about this really big thing that's coming, like this big bad whatever it may be, it's not coming. There's still going to be something that doesn't work out perfectly for you. It's not the perfect scenario. What you're going through at the moment isn't the place that you really want to be in at the moment, but I do feel like you need to go through this in order to learn some lessons about being able to step back from the situation. Okay, the next card is the surrender card, and the surrender is not always a bad card. Like, it's not a bad card. So this whole situation is, you need to surrender to how you're feeling, and you need to go through this and not fight it. You need to actually fight to get that clarity, that distance. There's two ships on in this card. One obviously sunk. Forget about that. Think of the two ships. Right now you're stuck on one ship with this problem, this person, whatever the situation is that you're really intense about and that you're really worried about. You need to board a second ship and get a little bit of distance. Okay, you need to surrender to it, because that is how you're going to be able to fix this situation. You need to go through it. The last card is the elderly card, which is very good for you in this situation, because it's, sorry, I'm flicking between the timer and the card so I know I don't overrun. The elderly card being upside down is very good for you, because it is saying that this isn't going to be long lasting. This situation, what you're going through, it's not going to last forever. Okay, it's coming to an end one way or another. Now, that's a scary word to say, especially when you're so invested in something, end, but it could be the end of torment, it could be the end of miscommunication, like it could be the end of the bad stuff so that you're left over with the good. However, realistically, I do need to say to you that I feel like if you get a fresh perspective, if you take a step back and listen to the people around you that are going, this person ain't good for you, or this situation, you need another, you need to actually hear that, take that in, because that is where you're going to find peace, happiness, love, success, all of those things. If you take that step back, you're too invested in this whole, whether it, look, the overall card was marriage, so we may be talking about, we are talking about close relationships here, whether it be a romantic one, or with your friend, or with your neighbor, or your family, or, you know, your grandkids, whatever it may be. Whoever this situation is where you're really worried about and very invested in, you need to take a step back. You just do. That's basically your overall reading for this week. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreensykey@gmail.com, or on any of the social medias. Again, don't forget about the bonus video. Until next week, blessed be.